What is going on, YouTube? Patrick here. It was a long weekend, you guys. There was a postal holiday on Monday. Holy cow, we shipped out like 13 packages. It was pretty crazy. Um, so yeah, there were 21 sales last week, which was pretty high. Strangely, not really a record in sales dollars week, meaning lots of small stuff sold, but some pretty interesting stuff, and I've been itching to share it with you. So let's get into what sold. Up first, Back to the Future, the video game for the PlayStation 3. I picked this up with a bunch of PlayStation 3 games and some Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Did pretty well with this one. I think it was $5 on the table and sold it for $25 plus shipping. So pretty good little flip for a video game. A lot of them, right, only going to be worth in like the $10 range if you're lucky. So $25 for a PlayStation 3 game, doing pretty good there. Item number two, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know that I love to sell Nordic Ware stuff. Right? These loaf pans, they just don't really seem like to be very much. They're very unassuming. But you can see this one sold for $7. So kind of crappy on the lower end of this stuff. What you want to be looking for are some of the ones that are going to sell in the $15, $20, $30 range. Those are the most common that I've come across. There's a few out there that will sell in the $40 to $50 range, even used. So keep your eyes peeled. There's some really interesting ones out there. They're usually, once you start to figure out like what they look like, they're pretty obvious once you see them. A little bit thicker. They usually sound really nice when you knock your finger on it, that kind of thing. Not going to be that lightweight Wilson ones you're used to seeing. But yeah, Nordic Ware, pretty good. This one I was into for only $1, so even at $7, not going to do too bad there. All right, item number three. This one is the sale of the week. This one's pretty good, you guys. This will be in this Saturday's video. Basically, went to a local garage sale. This was one I wasn't even planning on going to. And started looking around. There was a whole bunch of, I don't know if junk is the right word, but definitely like stuff I wasn't interested in. And then what I was interested in, for the most part, had pretty high ticket prices on it. So that wasn't good either. I found this thing and I was just like, it looked interesting. It looked like it went to a boat. So then, of course, anything Seacraft can do pretty well when it's electronics. There was a little, what is it? The little CB looking radio next to it. Apparently it was a C-band radio. I don't exactly know what it was. But I'm like looking at the comps going, this thing could be worth $100 or more dollars. The guy was like, give me a price. And I'm like, it's probably 1 o'clock at this point. I'm not going to give you much for this off the top. So I gave him a $5 offer. He kind of laughed at me and he was like, whoa. And I'm like, 1 o'clock, man. Like, what do you want? Eventually, we negotiated a $20 price, which I thought was fair since it's a $100 item. There was actually a little GPS like maps card inside of that, which I have listed separately. So I'll probably end up getting, I don't know, $120 total out of the $20 buy. So overall, really good. Yeah, love finding this kind of stuff, and especially when it's after lunch like that. Always a nice little bonus to the day. All right, item number 4 this week is a little book series. This is a Warriors New Prophecy. I have not read this one. I couldn't even tell you if it's any good, but I do know that these book series are kind of popular and will sell. I think we got these for, looks like about 50 cents each. So I paid $3 for it, and you can see they sold for $16. So really easy little book flip right there. Books are super easy to find. Get them as cheap as you can, right? You want to be paying 25 cents. 50 cents is not bad. Some hardcovers you can go up to $1 on, but I wouldn't, if you can help it, get them for 50 cents. Like, you want to get them as cheap as possible. Some of them are going to do pretty well. Some of them are going to do okay. There's going to be at least one more book lot that we're going to get to that did a little bit better than this even. All right, item number 5. This is an action figure from Ben 10. This is Heat Blast. Right? I've never watched Ben 10. I don't know anything about this series. I know that the toys though can do well. You want to look for that little symbol. You can see it kind of like on his, like in the central area, wherever it is on there. Little hourglass looking thing. That's how you're going to be able to identify the Ben 10 toys. For the most part, what I'm seeing is that these are selling in the $5 to $10 range, something like that. You can bundle them up though, right? So if you can get them for a quarter, 50 cents, bundle up 3, 4, 5 of them and sell them for like $15, $20 probably. So definitely be on the lookout for these guys. You're going to come across them. Whether or not they're going to be good or not, you never really know. But definitely they're going to work well in bundles, and you're not going to lose money on them. That's for sure. All right, going into item number 6. This is probably going to look familiar to a lot of you in the reselling world. It's a Dymo 450 label printer. This isn't like the 4x6 label printer that most of us are using to ship packages out, but instead it's a smaller label. It's not a bad little printer, and I got it for only $10. Again, this one will be in this Saturday's live garage sales video. $10, definitely nice little flip, right? $58 is what I sold this thing for. $59? I can't remember exactly. I think I wrote 59, but it may have been 58. Not sure. Right? Even if I was going to use this to ship, you could probably get some labels that would fit in here that you could actually print shipping labels from. So even that could work. But right, everybody kind of knows Dymo in the reselling world, so easy identified, and I knew right away I wanted to buy it when I saw the price tag. All right, item number 7. This is that other book lot I was telling you guys about. We got this at a Boy Scout fundraiser a few weeks ago. They wanted 25 cents each for these things, so we ended up paying like $4. As I'm sitting here, I'm selling stuff, so I'm going to look and see what I sold. I love it. So this one sold for $30 and Intuit for $4, right? So I did a little comping while I was standing there, saw that these Lee Child books with the Jack Reacher series would sell for maybe $2 each if you had a bunch of different ones, especially if they all had the same spine. I didn't really know if I was going to do well on them. I figured I couldn't lose money even if I sold them at $1 each, so $15 for the whole lot of them. I probably would do all right for $4 into it. And so yeah, getting $30, it sold within a few days. Nice little flip there. All right, item number 8. I've sold a few of these in the past. They're How to Train Your Dragon toys, right? So this one's one of the dragons from that series. Definitely the dragons in this toy line are collectible. So they're usually pretty weird looking. Some of them can go for big dollars, you guys. Most of the time, though, it's going to be in the like $10 to $30 range. So even that, if you can get them for a couple of bucks, you're going to have a nice little flip. This one, I bought it. It's been a while since I bought this one, you guys. But I've had it up at this $15 price for the whole time. And finally, it sold at that price. I just popped it in my basket of toys and just let it sit there until it sold. So yeah, not a bad little flip for How to Train Your Dragon toy. Item number 9, Lego. Right, if you guys aren't in the know about Lego, they definitely have some value. I tend to stick to just brand new sets. I have had terrible luck with anything that's open, with like pieces just being missing or buying sets that looked nice and just having no value. So you can if you can get them cheap enough, they're definitely going to do well. If you have a big box of them, you can sell them by the pound, you can sell them by color. All sorts of ideas out there to sell Lego on the resale market. But right, for me, I love selling brand new stuff. It takes up a little less room. We live in an apartment. I do have a storage unit, but definitely want to minimize the room as much as possible, maximize the profit. This one wasn't the best. I think I ended up paying $6.99 for this at a thrift store, a Savers thrift store. It sat for probably about a year and then finally sold it for $15. So not going to make a ton of money on this, but didn't do too bad on it either. All right, item number 10. This is a Honeywell Thermostat. I had gotten this in a garage sale bundle. I bought a couple VCRs and some Bose headphones, and then this was in there as well, so I grabbed it. I've done really well with thermostats in the past, especially if they were new. This one looked like it might have been new. It was in the package. Even though it was open, I was like, well, I'll just take a chance on it. I think I paid $20 for everything and sold the Bose headphones for $90, right? So like $20 was no problem to take a chance on all these items together. What I found is it was not new, but even used, it was going to sell for I don't know, $13, $14, $15, and that's where I priced it. And I took a best offer I think I've got it written down here at $13. I think I may have done free shipping. I can't remember, but not too bad. Since it was $20 for everything, it's hard to know exactly how much I paid for it, but it was likely like $3, something like that. So I'm not going to complain about 3 into 13. All right, going into item number 11. This one was actually purchased by one of the winners of the contest, Jamie. So thank you very much, Jamie. When she found out she won, she went on to my store and told me what she wanted. So I got her that. She wanted one of the Simpsons games for the PlayStation 2. and then being an awesome viewer like she is, went and bought a second item as well. So I shipped them both out to her together. Hopefully they are there by now. You never really know with the holiday weekend. They shipped out Tuesday and today's Wednesday, so probably not there yet. All right, by the numbers, this one I had gotten in a big bundle and I didn't do very well in the bundle, you guys. I think I paid $4 a game, something like that. And there were a couple gems, but this one wasn't really one of them. I was thinking I would get around $8 for it, so really not a very good flip from $4 to $8. But happy to get it out the door to a viewer. That's really cool to me. I still kind of can't believe it when there's viewers actually buying things for me. That has never happened before. So even though it was linked to the contest, it was still really neat to have happen. So thank you very much, Jamie. All right, item number 12. Let's see here. What was this thing? Oh, it was a Jurassic World toy. That will be in this weekend's live garage sale video as well. They had $3 on it. It was Jurassic World. I was like, all right, let's just buy this thing. I don't know if it's going to have any value or not. It didn't really. I noticed that they were selling for about $15 with free shipping. It weighed about a pound. Right away, I realized that I probably hadn't made a good purchase. There was only 2 sold, I believe, at the time. So then when I got a best offer, I was like, yeah, I'm going to jump on this. They wanted to give me $13. So ended up selling it for about $7, right? 7 plus $6 in shipping for first class. Oh man, not going to make a lot of money on this, but didn't lose money, so that's not too bad either. All right, item number 13. This is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figure, Bebop. This one was one of the ones that I had posted about on my Facebook page. Sold it. The person didn't pay, then asked to cancel. Sold it again. The person was like, bought it, I think, Friday afternoon, and I don't ship anything out Friday evening. It's just family time for me, and I don't ship anything out on Saturday. I'll put it all together on Sunday night, and it ships out on Monday. We got to Sunday night, and the person was like, I can't believe you haven't shipped this yet. I want my money back. And I'm like, that's no problem. Refunded him his money, relisted it, and then it sold the next day again. So kind of a pain in the butt on this one, but into this for about $1.50, and it sold for about $9 after shipping. So not a bad little flip for toys. I love selling toys, you guys. All right, item number 14. This is a Rainbow Rainmate. This is like a humidifier slash like kind of air cleanser, right? You can trap any of the particles in the air inside of the water inside of it. I've found these things before. I've seen other YouTubers finding these things before. Didn't even realize that the price had gone up this much. It looked like they were selling for like $45, $50 on eBay. I got a customer reach out to me and said, hey, I live in the town next to you. Well, would you be willing to meet me in person? I was like, sure. I made the change on the listing to local pickup only. They bought it. We met that evening and sold to them for $40 in cash. Super easy, you guys. I think I was into this for $5. That was in, I think, last weekend's video, something like that. Love selling rainbow stuff. Honestly, the vacuums themselves can have a ton of value. All right, item number 15. This is a Sharp VCR. Right, you guys, if you've seen any of my previous What Sold videos, I do really enjoy flipping VCRs right now. They're pretty common, and they sell for anywhere, usually in the $30 to $50 range. There's a few out there that'll sell for more than that, but generally there. Right, a couple of years ago, the DVD VHS combos were all the rage, and VCRs didn't really have a lot of value. And that is slowly evening out, where the VCRs are starting to become valuable as well. You do need to pay attention to brands. You're probably not going to go wrong with Sony and Panasonic. This one's a Sharp, and I did okay on it. I think I was into this for $10 and sold it for $30 plus shipping. So not going to be like the best flip ever, but it was a small one, so it fit in a smaller size box too, so that helped. All right, item number 16. This is a Jim Shore. I don't know if it's wood or if it's just a statue. Let's call it a statue. From Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Grumpy. I got this a few weeks ago at a neighborhood tag sale for $1, and you guys can see, sold it for $32. That's going to be a good flip. I love selling stuff that I paid $1 for $30 or more dollars. That's just going to make my day happy. I originally thought I might be able to get $40 for it. It sat for a week or two, and I finally took a best offer of $32. I'm pretty happy with this flip no matter what, you guys. All right, going into item number 17. This is a football jersey for Terrell Owens. I didn't know anything about football jerseys when I bought these. I bought 4 of them and learned quickly that there's a lot to learn. This one had like a, what do you call it? Like a, not a spray on, but like a I don't even know how to call it. It wasn't, the numbers weren't sewn on, the names weren't sewn on. It just had them kind of almost like glued on there. It's like, I don't know what you call it. Screen printing. There we go. And what I found is that if you have the jerseys where the numbers and the name are sewn on, they're going to be worth a little bit more than the screen printing. And you also need to be careful because apparently there is a lot of fake football jerseys out there. So plenty of websites that can tell you what to look for and how to pay attention to that. I think I paid $4 each for all of these, and I've sold a few outside of this. So turning $4 into $15, I'm not going to be doing too bad there, or $14, excuse me. I'm not too unhappy with that. Not going to be like the flip of the week or anything like that, but pretty nice, solid little bread and butter flip there. All right, another book lot, number 18 here, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Be careful with these, you guys, because people paid probably $10 or more each for these books, and they're going to want to try and get their money back. I've seen a lot of these this summer selling for $2, $3 at garage sales. I'm more in the 50-cent range, maybe $1 if I can get a whole bunch of them. But you can see even for this lot of them, they sold for $30 plus shipping. So I'm going to do pretty good on it, right? I'm going to make about $20 after my cost into this. But be careful. If you get them at that $2 to $3 range, all of a sudden your profit margin is gone. Right? So they're going to sell on a good day for about $3 each. During the winter, you might be able to get as much as $5 each. We'll see. This winter, I've heard for Christmas this year that there's going to be a toy shortage, book shortage. So get that stuff listed. Hopefully we all can do pretty well this year. All right, getting pretty close to the end. Item number 19. This is a Starbucks mug. It's apparently got a Sumatra tiger on it. I don't know. I found a huge, I don't know. There was like 6 or 7 Starbucks mugs that I picked up all at this one garage sale. They wanted between $3 and $5 each. I just bought all of them. I've done pretty well on them. Starbucks mugs can do pretty good. Usually selling anywhere from like $7 as much as like $20. There's a few of the older style ones that have the colors inside of them from the different places around the world, the You Are Here series, that can do even better. Those are a little rarer though, but there's plenty of Starbucks stuff out there. Do a little bit of research on it if you're interested. They ship pretty easily, but you got to be careful because they are breakable. Luckily, I've done pretty well with them. Haven't broken any yet. I'm sure it will happen at some point though. So I was into this one for $3, sold it for $15. Not going to do too bad there. I did forget to mention this one is
Amber's Weird Sale of the Week.
She knows that the You Are Here ones are pretty good, but she was like, this one looked really odd, and she was like, there's no way that thing is going to sell. And then it sold before some of the other ones that we thought were going to do better. So kind of funny, but we'll take it, right? All right, item number 20, another book lot. This one's Dr. Seuss Books. I got all these together, all 8. I actually bought 9 books for, I think it was $2.25, something like that. One of them is on eBay's cannot sell list. It's not exactly banned, but they're not making it anymore. So however that worked, eBay said, we're not going to allow you to sell it anymore. That's fine. I'll figure out another platform to sell it on at some point, or I'll just donate it. Right? It's not like it's worth a ton of money. And outside of that, I turned this $2 purchase into $15. And like I said, books, super easy. These were a little bit of the smaller size books, so they even fit in a smaller box, so that worked out really well. All right, item number 21 this week. This is the last one, and it's a pretty good one. Panasonic DVD Recorder. Sold this for $70 plus shipping. I was into it for a little bit more money. I think I ended up paying like $19.99 for this thing at a Goodwill a little while back. So it's been sitting on the shelf for probably at least a month, maybe 6 weeks, something like that. But it did sell, and looks like, I don't know if it's going to be one of those ones where it's a return, but I definitely got my hackles up when the guy bought it, because he put a big note on there saying, please make sure to ship it well and pad it. And about half of the items I get in the mail are broken. So you guys, I am fully expecting to give a refund on this thing and accept the return. It's just part of the business, right? Like, as much as it stinks, it's just kind of what we have to go through sometimes. But that is it for what sold this week. We'll quickly go through the numbers. Like I said, I sold 21 items. I also had listed 21 items last week, so always that kind of balance there where I've noticed that what I put into eBay, I get out of eBay. Of course, I'm hoping, I've got a couple items in the hundreds of dollars that are listed. I'm hoping that they will sell and give me that nice bump in profits for the week. but I'm not going to be unhappy. I had $561 in sales last week. Let's see. Cost of goods sold was 132 and fees paid were 87. So after all is said and done, let's see. We put about 11 hours in, 4 hours sourcing, 4 hours listing, and 3 hours shipping. So a total of 11 hours. And it came out after all the costs, the profits divided by that 11 hours came out to $31. My goal there is $30 per hour in profits. Right? They've been talking about raising the minimum wage up to $15. So I want to be about double that. I don't want to be working a minimum wage job if I'm trying to do some money. And so yeah, $30 is my goal. I hit it. I'm trying to hit a goal of about $100 in sales a day. So I didn't quite make that, but I really haven't gotten to my listing goal either. I really want to be listing 5 items Monday through Friday. And in a perfect world where I'm not doing YouTube and eBay and poker and all these other copies that I seem to have, I really want to be listing more like 7 items a day, Monday through Friday, to get up to about 35 items a week. In theory, I want to be doing a 10-10-10 schedule. So listing 10 items every day, selling 10 items every day, and shipping 10 items every day, right? So that's 70 items that you got to be listing every week, selling every week. And so I'm like, I want to try and get to that in the future. So I'm like, if I could get to 555, right? 5 times 7, 35, that would be pretty good. Haven't quite gotten there this year. I've been struggling to get past about 20 a week. I tend to have about one day each week where I'm like, I just don't have time to list anything. Whether it's I'm doing a workout or just doing some cleaning of the house or something. You never really know what it is. But yeah, I haven't quite got there. 21 items last week over 4 days basically of listing. You saw I spent about 4 hours listing. That's about what I spend to list 5 items is about an hour. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. All right, so that's going to do it this week. If you've enjoyed this content, please do smash that like button. And if you're interested in subscribing, please do so. If not, you just like to watch, that's okay too. I don't mind at all. Once again, my name is Patrick, and thank you very much.